Hello, everyone. My name is Yuri, and I'll continue our talk on neural network art gallery. So after training StyleGAN2 on the Wikart dataset, we received a model to generate both interesting and nicely looking images. But for a gallery, we wanted something more sophisticated than just an endless stream of generated images. And we wanted it to look more like real life one. In particular, we decided to cherry pick some images from the generated ones, group them into some kind of sections, and give them meaningful names. In order to better understand how all of this was achieved, let's take a step back and look at the image search. As you probably all know, it's a service provided by Yandex as well as other companies. It allows users to get images matching their text request. It also works the other way around with image as a query. And as you can see on these examples, images that are found are close to the query image semantically rather than by pixel-wise similarity or some other simple way. So how does it work? There was a paper on NIPS 2013 called Deep Visual Semantic Embedding that suggested the following pipeline. The authors take two pre-trained models, one visual model and the other one language model, and then fine-tune them together so that they can map images and labels or text to the same semantic vector space. And they train it so that images and labels that match have embeddings that are close in this latent space, and images and labels that are unrelated are distant. This kind of objective function is called triplet loss. You basically take some pairs of positive examples that have to be close together and minimize the distance, some metric of distance between them, and then you somehow mine negative examples of unrelated pairs and you maximize the distance between them. Over the some years, a lot has changed, but the main concept still stays the same. We have two neural networks, one convolutional neural network for images that outputs the vector, and a language model that outputs the vector in the same latent space. And taking a sign similarity between them, we can find out how close are semantically those images and text. What has changed since then is newer architectures, obviously. We no longer need pre-training, as there is a lot of data available from image searches, user queries, and clicks of users on found images. Mostly same triplet loss is used. The only tricky thing here is to have a nice hard negatives mining. In order to improve the model's performance, it is necessary to specifically look for image label pairs that the model confuses for positive ones, but are actually negatives. Using this kind of model, it is much easier to select images, group them by their content, or give them some meaningful names as we planned. So what we basically do is we came up with four section names: city, nature, people, and mood. For each section, we thought of some keywords. And for each keyword, we made this kind of image search through pre-generated images. I think it was around 100, a few 100,000 of images generated with our StyleGAN2 model. And then for each image, we used the keyword that was used to retrieve it as the base for its name. We also added a few features to this gallery that are like user experience related to make it more fun for users to interact with it. So now let's take a look at how it looks like. So we have 4 sections, as I mentioned. Each one of them has 1,000 images, and all users can see previews, low-resolution previews of the images. And initially, registered users could take 1 image per user and download full resolution version, and also leave their name under the image. All 4,000 images were taken in a few days, and so now all of them are not available. And it is indicated by this phrase in private collection off, and then followed by some user input. After this successful launch of Gallery, we thought that we probably should make more users get their generated paintings than just this 4,000, and came up with another idea, a skill in our virtual assistant Alice. You can try it for yourself. If you ask Alice to draw something for you, it will answer with an image generated by StyleGAN. Technically, no drawing happens in the process, obviously. Actually, no generation also happens after your request. We have, again, a few 100,000 of new images already generated. And when you send request for drawing, the same common semantic space model searches for the closest images to your query, and then a random one of top 100 is selected. Also, there was an art festival this summer called EverArt Weekend, where we participated with our WeakArt StyleGAN2 model. For this event, we came up with a few minor improvements. First of all, we increased resolution of the images further to 4096 pixel by each side using our Deep HD super resolution models. And also, instead of first coming up with keywords or sections, we first cherry-picked some images that we liked, and then we used the same common semantic space model to find in a vocabulary the most suitable word for each painting, which made the names somewhat more diverse and specific. I guess that's it. Thank you for your attention.